You like my orange light? I don't have anything else. I want to put something else like up here too, but I just don't have anything else, so that is just gonna have to do. What's up, homies? It's been a while since I've actually posted anything to YouTube. I think it's been like a year or so, but a lot has been happening, good and bad, throughout this last year. So basically, I guess this video is more of just like a life update for everything that's been going on and what my future plans are for this channel. Now, I don't have like a ton of subscribers or anything. I have like 67, which I'm super grateful for. Hopefully all those 67 people are watching this. If you are, sup. But this last year, like I said, I've been super busy with work and trying to get more clients and just trying to make money and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. Now, I already know what I want to do. I want to be a creator, an artist, a filmmaker, an actor, and everything like that. But a lot of things happened last year that had me put a lot of that stuff on hold. Starting out the beginning of last year, I actually lost one of my biggest clients, which was fine. You kind of live and you learn, but that threw me into a deep state of having severe anxiety. I thought, oh great, right? So I lost my big client, I'm not gonna make money, how am I gonna get my money? And I was just stressing out all about that. At the same time, I was actually diagnosed with something called EOP. I don't really know if you call it like a diagnosis, I guess, but it is something that is kind of rare in people, or so they say. I don't know exactly how to say the actual word of this condition, but basically what it is I have silent heartburn, so I don't even know I have heartburn, but it gets so bad that it starts to eat my esophagus, like the acid in my stomach, which causes a lot of scar tissue to build up in my esophagus, making my esophagus kind of like close, I guess, or just get tighter. So it deals with like swallowing issues and all that other stuff. That's why my voice is kind of like hoarse-ish now. A little more hoarse than it used to be, I guess. I always kind of had like a raspy voice, kind of like Steve-O. People say I sound like Steve-O sometimes, but I don't really know if I hear it.
Yeah, dude.
I also totaled 2 of my vehicles that I had. Not my fault, of course. I'm a pretty good driver, I like to think. And it happened on the freeway, which is always exciting. But there's also been some really great experiences that have happened this past year. One, I gained a bunch of other new clients, which I am still working with to this day. One of which is one of my favorite clients to work for. Whenever we go on trips, we always sit first class. He always makes sure I have my own hotel room. It's actually a lot of fun. I also work with this men's group that go on all these crazy adventures all over basically the world. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Mexico. I just got back from Mexico, and I'm not burnt, which is a freaking miracle. I also went to Brazil. We went to Rio, and then we also went to Argentina. So that's been a lot of fun. I've been traveling the world. I've been adding to the collection of badges, or I guess you could say patches on my bag. So I'll show you just a few of them. I got the Mexico flag, the Brazilian flag. This isn't really an Argentinian flag, I guess. It's just kind of a patch, but I got it there. And then here's the Bahama flag. So I've been adding to my Peter McKinnon bag, trying to kind of customize it to everywhere that I've been in the world for work. But what's super exciting is what's coming up in about a week and a half. I'm actually going to Spain to shoot all of the guys that are in the men's group. They're actually going to go running with the bulls. And I'll make a little video, like vlog, like a day in the life of like a traveling photographer video. So stay tuned for that. That brings me to why I wanted to make this video in the first place. I wasn't so sure what I wanted my YouTube channel to actually be about. I know there's like a ton of people out there already who have like filmmaking channels and like camera stuff, so I didn't really necessarily want to talk too much about any like gear or how to shoot stuff or anything like that, but I wanted to take you guys along on a lot of these crazy adventures because I do have a lot. I'm traveling all the time, and show you kind of like, I guess, a behind the scenes look of what it's like to actually be a traveling photographer, or to be on all these crazy projects, or to go to all these amazing places around the world. But I don't just have a passion for creating stuff behind the camera, I actually have a passion for creating stuff in front of the camera. For those of you who don't know, my real dream and my real passion is actually acting. I've been doing it since like junior high. I took my first acting class. I guess it was, I don't know if it was just like a thing to get like a credit in school or whatever, or if it was just for the girls or whatever. But by the time I got into that class, and by the first class when it was over, I didn't even care about the girls anymore. I actually freaking knew that was my calling, and that's what I wanted to do in life. And that has given me a ton of opportunities. I've been working my ass off trying to get onto big film sets. That's actually why I picked up a camera to begin with, was to actually be like the guy who takes all of the BTS stills behind the scenes on all these film sets. Because who doesn't want pictures of themselves working on a film set? I know I do. And I've gotten to do that with a couple of the local films out here in Utah, which is where I'm from. But I've also had a lot of acting opportunities that were freaking out of this world. And I'll share a couple of them with you just because I want to brag about it. I've been on 2, I guess you can consider, big Hollywood film sets. One of them was on Magnum PI out in Hawaii. I have an agent out there who sends me auditions, and I was lucky enough that they wanted a freaking sexy ginger like myself to play a caddy in, like, I think it was season 4, episode 3. It was called Texas Wedge. You can check it out on like YouTube or like, I don't know, wherever Magnum PI is streaming. But I actually heard it was canceled now, so maybe you won't be able to, I guess, see it where it's streaming. You might have to just look it up on YouTube or something, or you don't have to look it up at all, whatever you want to do. But I played a caddy named Benji, and I had a scene with the lead, or I guess you could say the star of the show, Jay Hernandez. He plays Magnum, and it was actually a freaking one of my favorite experiences that I've ever had on a film set. And the food that they have in Hawaii Crafty is freaking phenomenal. If you ever have a chance to work on a film set in Hawaii, I recommend you do it. Another set that I've been on, I can't talk too much about it because it actually hasn't even come out yet. I actually just wrapped on it like last month, but I'll share with you everything that is public. So Kevin Costner has a film called Horizon that is shooting out here in Utah. Now we all know Kevin Costner's been on Yellowstone, and he's made Yellowstone what it is, and like he was like the huge star on the show, and everybody loved it because he was on it. But as time went by, I don't know the whole story or anything, but he left Yellowstone, and Yellowstone has ended on its 5th season, I believe. But now he's focused on this new film called Horizon. He's the director of it. New Line Cinema is I guess the production company that is putting it all together, which is owned by Warner Brothers. But your boy got a part on that as well. I can't tell you what my character's name is. I can't tell you anything that happens in it or anything, but yes, I did have a character name, and I did have a bunch of lines, and I did have some action stuff going on, which was actually pretty freaking sick. And it's crazy just talking about this because like 7 years ago, I was struggling so bad to even get on a freaking film set or even just to sniff the freaking film set, especially one of that size. So it's kind of cool talking about this, realizing that I am actually living the dream. The only problem is I just wish that I was doing it more and that was my full-time job. It's not right now, but mark my words, it will be. But when I'm not on those big film sets, I always believe that you should create your own work. Or make your own luck is what I like to call it. So from this point on, up until, I don't know, till forever, until I'm freaking in Hollywood making movies on the daily for a living, I will be creating my own work. Instead of just waiting for all the opportunities to happen. Because I realized in acting, it is such a saturated industry, and it's super judgmental as well, that if I were to just sit here and wait around, nothing would happen. I would be stuck, I would be depressed, I would be wondering, God, what if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? So in my spare time, me and a group of friends actually created another YouTube channel called Legends Media, which is the name of our production company, where we make films. And I'm not talking like hype videos, I'm talking like feature films and short films. Because ultimately that's what we want to do, is we want to create films and we want to be in films. And overall we just want to make freaking art and stay creative. So that's what this channel is going to be about, is the behind the scenes of all the adventures that I'm getting to go on, maybe some vlog style videos, and some of the production stuff that we actually do while making our short films and our feature films. I might even incorporate some stuff on acting in there, like some of my self-taping setups and just all of that other good stuff. But we'll see, it's kind of still a work in progress. But I look forward to all of the new journeys that I'm about to go on. I'm excited to share everything that I'm doing with you guys, and hopefully you guys get to learn something from it. Now I know this channel is still pretty small, and I don't have a ton of content on it right now, but if you enjoy creating art, following your passion, or if you like just staring at a sexy ginger all day like myself, subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. And not only that, later on down the road, your subscription is going to mean more than you think, because you are what's going to be powering this channel and allowing me to share these experiences and creating awesome content around it. So this is my promise right now, that I'm going to create at least one video a week to post on this YouTube channel. So until then, thanks for watching, thanks for listening about my life, and I'll see you in the next video. I've seen like a lot of people in their videos, like, I don't know, doing this little transition thing. I don't know if it's cheesy or not. I'm going to do it just for this one. I don't know if I'm going to do it for many other ones. But let me know if it is cheesy down in the comments below. And if I get at least probably like 3 or maybe even 1 comment saying that it is, I probably won't do it anymore.